Hello and welcome to a new episode of Experiencing Infdev Plus. In this episode I've decided to do some building and also unlock some advancements. More specifically, I would like to unlock all of the advancements which don't require me to travel too far. Anyway, I would like to start the episode by building the part of my home which is dedicated to the astral dimension. I've already made some preparations for that. You can see I've decided to get all of the boring stuff out. So I laid all the floors and made some plans as for how large I want the area to be. And I've also decided to have sort of centerpiece in here while I have some stuff from the astral dimension, which is the reason why I have this fertilizer with me, so I can get some grass in here. Of course, this area won't just be like that. I also plan to have some glass in here. So I'll just this here, and also some light so the grass doesn't break like that. I think should be enough like this. So next I'll start placing the glass, and it seems I've noticed a mistake that I made. Anyway, I'm gonna continue placing glass, correct my mistake, and move on to other stuff. Another thing that I've also decided to do is to put a pig in the middle of the area that I'm working on, or specifically a pig named Man. So it's a pig man. Get it? Anyway, I'm gonna drag it over to the area by using the Devil's Claw, since I can use it to drag mobs around. I still haven't finished placing in all the glass and stuff like that, so I'm gonna have to keep it leashed with the claw, but it should be doable. But first I need to place some stairs so it can go up, and then I'm gonna continue building. So, as you can see, I've prepped the pig, and I've also finished placing in the glass. So now it's time to decorate this area a bit more. Firstly, I'm going to need to put some lights in, since I don't really like these torches. I've decided to use glowstone for that, which will be hidden under some carpets. So for this grass, I'm using the spring green carpet to hide it. For this, I'm going to be using the purple grass. For this, I will hide it under the. I don't mean to break both. I'll be hiding it under the golden fir leaves, and for this one I'm going to hide it under the cyan carpet. And as for the top, I've decided that I'm going to decorate it using some wool, which will mirror the pattern of the grass that's at the bottom. So cyan roughly like this, and we place in the borders and then fill the rest. I think that could be interesting. And then also place in some flowers. So once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start working on the rest. I'm gonna start working on the rest of the area around this place. And here is the finished product. This is what I was trying to describe. Anyway, it wasn't too hard to build, it was just annoying to build due to the pig. When I was building it, I kind of regretted letting it in since it kept bumping into me and I just felt like killing it while doing it. Anyway, one thing that I forgot to mention is that the pattern of the grass is random. I actually got it by placing in the grass and then just placing in 4 dirt blocks of the different colors so that it would spread randomly. Anyway, with that finished, it's time to move on to the area around it. I've decided that a spiral house will be purely decorative with no real practical use, so there will be no storage or like other things, since I don't really think I need it, since all of the blocks that are in the master dimension can be stored in a different area, and I've decided that the dungeon loot that I got from the astral dimension will be stored in a different place, and the 1.0 update didn't really produce any mechanic where I would need a place for it. It did introduce the scrap mechanic, but I don't really think I need to make place for it here, since the scraps I can just store along with the dungeon loot, and the scrapper can just be placed in there, or I already have it. Anyway, I'm gonna I'll need to first think about what I want to do here and also prepare some building blocks. So once I'm done with that, I'll do some more building. Now then, moving on, I've decided that in the center of this area I would also like to have a bar around the centerpiece. As you can see, I've already placed in some fences to keep in the bartender that I'm going to have there, since it would be a bar without a bartender, so that's to keep them there. Also, as you can see, I don't really have that much space on this side, so the bar only has like one block on this side. However, on the other side I have got much more space, so there will be 2 blocks, which means I have got much more space there. So this side, since I don't have much space, I'll have a display case made using glass trapdoors. So I'm going to place some glass trapdoors there, and also use like item frames to display the potions, which I use as sort of drinks. I think it works quite well as decoration. And now moving on to the other side, I decided to use some trapdoors as decoration and also a chest. So I'm going to first place a chest there, then use some trapdoors. I think this should be good like this, or maybe not. It doesn't really fit there, but maybe I should place it over here. That should be good. And place some more in here. This should be good. I didn't want it there. Seems like I'm not doing really well when it comes to placing blocks. And now that should be good. Anyway, I'm going to keep on building and try to design something, and once I'm done I'm going to show you what I've built. And here is the thing that I was trying to build, which is like a shelf made using trapdoors used for displaying the drinks, and also a chest that's used for like storing stuff like lemons and maybe drinks that when there isn't really enough space to display them. I also use a cauldron for brewing stuff, since in Infdev Plus you use cauldrons for brewing, and I use drinks, potions for decoration as drinks. Anyway, as you can see, I've also added some upside down stairs to serve as counter. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do with the inside of the bar, so now I think I'm going to get the bartender, and I've decided that for the bartender I'm going to be using this guy, which is Reaper, as you can see, which might be a bit dangerous, but I think it should be fun. Oh, then it's time to bring him to his new workplace. That is, if he will follow me. I thought that I should activate the invisibility potion, invisibility beacon, so that other mobs don't attack me, but it seems that it was pointless. Anyway, time to bring him in. Just gonna grab some fences, since I've already prepared a hole for him to enter through. So I'm gonna lead him in. Oh, seems like the hole wasn't very necessary, since he can actually go, jump on the upside down stairs. Anyway, he's trapped, so I'm gonna place the stairs back, and also rotate them so that they are upside down. Anyway, with that he's trapped, which also is another reason why I've placed the upside. What I was trying to say is there are two reasons why there are the upside down stairs. First, to serve as the counter, and the second is that with those there should be enough space so that when I get to it, seems that was a bit of a failure. At first I fumbled a bit and couldn't get the words right, and when I tried to re-record that, I got Reaper to explode. Anyway, what I wanted to say is with the trapdoors, with the stairs and the fences, there should be enough space between me and the creeper for it to not try to explode. However, that seems that it wasn't true. It worked in my test world, but it seems that I made a mistake. So I've decided to place some trapdoors here to put a bit more distance between me and the creeper. So now it shouldn't explode. Of course, now that the trapdoors are there, the creeper could theoretically jump on them. However, he isn't that smart enough to do that. But I still decided to put these slabs there as a precaution, so he doesn't jump out. Anyway, now it's time to place down some chairs so that I can actually sit at the bar. I just need to be careful not to get too close to him. Anyway, Alfred, give me a glass of Chateau Neuf. I think he's giving me the silent treatment. Anyway, I'm gonna continue placing placing the rest of the chairs and then start working on the windows. And hopefully he will stop being angry at me in the meantime. And now it is time to place the windows. I've decided that for those I'm going to use the violet glass and capri glass, since I use the violet wood and blue wood. One thing that I forgot to mention, which you must have noticed, is that I use the violet wood at the top and the light blue wood at the bottom, except this part where I use I've reversed it into the center just to make it more interesting. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the violet glass will be at the top and the blue glass will be at the bottom, and the amount will depend on like how the wood is placed. So for example, here we have more violet wood, so there will be more violet glass, and here you've got more of the light blue wood, so will be more of the light blue glass or the capri glass, and here it's sort of both. So one side will have got more violet and less capri, and this side will have less violet and more capri, and the middle will be random. Anyway, I'm gonna continue placing in the glass and do other things later. Anyway, Alfred, could you lend me a hand with this? Oh, never mind. I think he's angry at me because of the joke. So, I have finished placing in the windows, and as you can see, I've also placed some seating next to the window on this side. That's because there isn't really all that much space on this side, and I want there to be like free space so you can walk between these stairs and these stairs. So I've decided that only have like this seating over here. Anyway, now that I've placed in the windows, I think it's time to show it from the wood side. So I haven't really shown how the new area looks like from the outside. Here it is. It's still unfinished, of course. I need to do this, for example, but I'll do that later once it's more finished. Anyway, now time to continue working on this side. I wasn't sure what to do here at first. I was thinking only things that I could come up with were like more seating, but that would be boring. But later I've realized that I could play some games in here. For example, pool. I decided, well, seems that I've got one material for the pool, so I'm gonna go grab it. The material that I forgot was green wool. Anyway, time to build the pool table. I've decided that I'm going to use the collectors as to put the holes on the table. So I'll place them like so, with green cloth sort of like this. It probably doesn't resemble a pool table all that much, but I think it's good enough, or should be good enough, with iron logs in the corners. And trapdoors. And slabs. Finish it. And I'd say it looks kinda nice. It's rather big, but so there might be no problem. Oh, there probably is enough space for you to stand. Anyway, now moving on. For the second form of entertainment, I've decided to only place like a table, where you could play. I should move it a bit. For example, like this. Anyway, this table isn't meant for only for seating. So, well, the idea is that you could, for example, play poker here, which is why I'm placing these item frames with paper to represent like cards lying on the table. And for the last forms of entertainment, I've decided to like use some arcade machines, although I've never really played on those in real life. I'm still going to try to build them. But before that, there is still one. I've decided to cut the previous clip because I've realized that there are some materials that I forgot to bring. Anyway, try to start building the machine. I've decided to, well, craft the materials beforehand so that I don't have to craft it on camera. So I'm going to create something like this. It's there at the top. It needs to serve as the display. Maybe a trapdoor. What about those? A bit more than I need. So, like this aside. Panel. This. I think it kind of resembles a machine. I mean, arcade machine. I just maybe make it a bit rounder with trapdoors. Much. I think it kind of works. I'll just replace some of the green wood with lime green so it isn't just one color. And I think it looks kind of nice. Now I'm just gonna put in the second one on the other side so that a second player can play. And for the last game, that is last if I don't come up with something else, I've decided to put in some pinball machines made with mahogany wood. So I'm going to place some panels in here. Scorched did not mean to place those. I wanted to place in scorched wood. So wood, glass. Here's some planks in the back. There's like so. And let's see some trapdoors maybe. This with painting in the back to present a screen. Let's say Aztec 2. Trapdoor. Oh, it might be a bit close to the arcade machine. But I think it's good. It kind of resembles a pinball machine if you use your imagination. So now I'm going to build a second one and then move on to other stuff. Anyway, I had decided to finish this area off camera. The reason why I decided to do it off camera is since there were mainly odd jobs to do, which probably wouldn't be very interesting. First thing I did is install some refrigerators so that I got sort of cold drinks in this area. You have access to them. Also installed an entrance to the mini crimson dimension that I have in here. With the transitions between this area and this staircase, and also between this area and 0.5 area. After that, I also got rid of all the torches and only so that I would only have like lamps at the top. Added another table and changed the pool table by replacing the wall blocks with glowstone and placing carpets on top of them. I've also dug out the hill a bit and removed a bit of the hill over here so that I would meet those weird overhangs, and also added some fences in here. I think it looks better with these lamps, and also finish this off so that there's no more floating overhang, and this looks better. Anyway, now that I'd say this area is now finished, I don't think I probably need to add anything to it. I was thinking of adding something to here, but I ended up deciding not to. Also, I forgot to say I added these flower pots as decoration to sort of serve as sort of glasses or something like that. I still need to make an area for these things. I've already decided what I want to do, how I'm going to do that in the next episode. I'm not going to reveal yet. Anyway, with that I've finished the building portion, the first building portion of this video. One more thing that you might know is that I've also modified my texture pack so that you can see better through these glass paints. Anyway, now that I'm done with building this thing, it's time for me to start unlocking the advancements. There are 10 advancements that I would like to unlock in this video. I'm going to start with the Arbalistic and the Whipped Wood advancements. And for those, I'm going to need these things. As you can see, I've already made some preparations for unlocking the advancements, that way it goes faster. Anyway, the Arbalistic advancement requires me to hit 3 mobs with the same piercing arrow, and the Whipped Wood requires me to hit 5 mobs with the area of effect attack that the whip has. Fortunately, the version 1.0 has made it easier by adding the eggs, since I can just throw them into this hole that I made, get a bunch of chickens, and then just hit them. Anyway, now that I've got most of the chickens in the hole, it is time for me to unlock the advancement. First, the Arbalistic advancement. You just need to crouch, charge crossbow, and shoot. As you can see, that was quite easy thanks to the preparations that I made. And now I just need to charge the whip, jump in, and use it. And we're done. Now I just need to get rid of the chickens and move on to the other advancements. And now I'm going to unlock the other advancements. For those, I'm gonna need the items in this chest. I'm gonna replace this block. Anyway, first I'm gonna do the advancement called Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Which is quite easy. Although I'm gonna need a carved pumpkin for this one. Here we go. Now I'm going to try to get the sniper duel advancement, which means that I need to shoot a skeleton or kill a skeleton from at least 50 meters with a crossbow. So I'm going to go to an area where it's dark. I think I should be able to unlock it with these leech archers. Let's see, I need to go further away. Although I think it would be probably easier to try to unlock it with using a name tag and some fences to trap it. So, now that I've trapped the skeleton, it is time to shoot it from at least 50 meters away, which should be from around here. I'm just gonna put the spike there so I can aim properly. Or I just need to shoot it a few times, if I can hit it, that is. And we got the advancement. Now it's time to move on to the other ones. Another advancement that I'll get is Craft-ception, which requires me to stand next to a crafter while it is crafting a crafter. So, like this, and now I just need to power it, and here we go. With that done, I'm gonna now get the one big slide advancement. For this one, I went to the top of the tower so I can jump onto this hill, because usually a lot of animals spawn here, which should mean that Big should hopefully be here somewhere. Or I might just need to do it a second time. Anyway, for this advancement I'm gonna need a saddle and a carrot on a stick, since with a carrot on a stick I can control the pig. And here we have the pig, so I'm just gonna put a saddle on it and use the carrot. As you can see, not sure if they can tell, but unlike in modern, I actually directly control the pig, so I can just jump, go forward, go right, go left when I'm holding the carrot on a stick. As you can see, I'm holding the carrot on a stick, it stops. Not holding it doesn't go anywhere. I mean, it goes where it wants, and when I hold it, it goes only what I want. So I'm gonna jump off a cliff and get the advancement. Next up is the I Spy advancement, which requires me to craft a Crimson Eye. The Crimson Eye works almost the same as the Eye of Ender in modern Minecraft, in that, but the difference is that when you throw it, it shows you the path to the slip cave, which leads to the Crimson Dimension. Just now throw it and get the advancement. I don't really need to find the slipgate since I have slipgate at home. now it is time to get myself an advancement for enchanting. For that I'm gonna go to the enchanting area, which I built in the previous episode. I just need to grab myself a bow, new one, and forgot that I already have a scroll in my inventory. I just gonna put this here, and let's say strong bow. Let's got power 1. The next advancement that I'm gonna unlock is the Furious Cocktail advancement, which requires me to have every potion effect applied at the same time. However, this means all of like the potion effects that you can get directly from the ingredients. Anyway, so I'm gonna need to grab myself some potions from here. I'm gonna need poison, frailness, instant damage I don't need. Next, weakness, and slowness. I don't need any of the other ones because those I can get from the beacons. Now I just need a luck potion, which I haven't made yet. So I'm gonna have to put a cricket tail there. Myself some luck potions. Put those away. And this should be all. Now I'm just gonna go and activate the beacons. So with this, all of the beacon effects are now activated, and I just need to drink all of the potions. Oh, well, I didn't actually need to drink the poison potion, but got all of the effects. Anyway, now I'm just gonna wait for effects to wear off, and then I'm gonna get the last advancement. And now it's time to do the last advancement, which is called tactical fishing. This requires me to catch a fish in a bucket, so I'm just gonna grab a bucket of water and go to a place where fish should be. And for that I'm gonna use these canals to get over there, which are built in 0.2 I think. As you can see, there are some jellyfish underwater, so I think there should be also some fish here. Well, at least the last time I checked there were some fish spawn here, so I'm gonna wait a bit and see if I can catch any. Here is a fish, so I'm just gonna catch it. Again, that is. Although I think I need an empty bucket. Just realized. And here we go. With that, I've unlocked all of the advancements that I wanted to unlocked in this episode. So I've got all of the advancements which don't require me to do any traveling. Of course, there are still some advancements which I will need to do in the future episodes, like on a rail and lost wisdom. Then there's also this one which requires me to visit all of the main climate biomes. Then there's balanced diet, for which I need to find a pickle, I think. And there's also armored boss, for which I need to find a wolf. Returning a favor, for which I need to find a bird, which don't spawn in the biomes on my base, I think. There's also in a pickle, for which I need to find a pickle, but for that I need to find a ocean monument. Also there's also the series dedication, for which I need to use up a Damascus hoe, but I don't want to do that in this episode, so I'm gonna do it over time. I don't want to waste a Damascus hoe. And with that, the episode will be over. I was planning to do a bit more, as I wanted to build a bounty board where I would put all of my future plans for things I want to build and stuff. However, the advancements ended up taking a lot longer than I expected, so I ended up not doing that. Anyway, I might do that in between the episode or in the next episode. In the next episode I would like to do some exploring to find an ocean monument so that I can get more advancements. I would also like to do some building. Firstly, I would like to build a place where I will put my items that I got from the Stroll dungeons, and also build a place for the void portal. I've already picked a spot where I want to build the void portal, and it's kind of far away. However, fortunately in Infdev Plus there are ways to travel fast and to travel long distances really fast. There are of course teleporters, however to get to the place where I want, I won't be using teleporters, and instead I will be using the Sword of Michael and Ethereal Sand. So currently we are at x minus 106, and if I use the dash ability of the sword, I can travel really far, and we are at 3000. So I plan to build the building for the void portal over here. It's in the old chunks. I think this is the first volcanic wasteland that I found. Anyway, I'll build the building here. I haven't yet fully decided what the design will be, so I'll decide it once I start building it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do, so I'll see you in the next episode.